Hey everyone, in this video I'll show you how to build a complete shop system in Roblox Studio using a GUI to buy weapons, take away coins with looter stats, and then save it with data store. So let's do this. So before we start, we need to make sure that we already have a working looter stat system with data store, and I've already done that in the last lesson. So if you haven't done that yet, I'll link it at the top of the screen. But yeah, let's just continue with it. So, first we need to get the weapons that the player can actually buy. So let's go to the toolbox and let's look for some weapons. So I'm going to search up gun. We want these to be made by Roblox. So let's try and find a couple of weapons. Maybe not a gun. Let's go sword. Okay, we got a sword. Now we can get like pistol maybe? Maybe I think Roblox made some of these. Yeah, there we go. I think I'll keep this one. Okay, so I'm gonna make 2 for this tutorial. I'm gonna make it have 2. But yeah, these are the weapons I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna put both of these inside of replicated storage. And yeah. So let's continue. So first let's make our shop GUI. So let's go screen GUI. And let's add a screen GUI. Or let's add a text button. And I'm gonna add it right here. And it's nice to put it right here. Yep. Okay, and now we're gonna customize it to however we want. So I'm gonna say text scale, text shop. Okay, shop. I'm gonna say color, background color. For the shop color, I'm gonna keep it the same. So I'm gonna the same as this color. Text color will be white, and then we're gonna add a UI stroke, and then a UI corner, and border. Oh, that is not what I want to do. Border. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay. So now in here, we are going, now we're going to make a frame. And we are going to put this in the middle of our screen. And we are going to size it up to, I'd say, like, yeah, I want to make it like this big. Alright. And now we can continue to customize our UIs. So I want to make this frame, and we are going to make the color of the background the same as the rest of our buttons, and we are going to put two text buttons inside this frame. Actually, first we want to add a text label inside, and we want to make it the same size as this. We want to make the transparency to 1, and then we want to say text scaled true text label or the text should say shop, and then obviously the color of the text, I want it to be white. Okay, and now we're going to add 2 text buttons. So the first text button, we are going to rename it to buy sword button, and I'm going to customize it to how I want, but first I'm going to put it like here. Yeah, this is how we're going to design this UI. I'm not a very good UI designer, as you can tell, but I'm more of a UI scripter, I guess. So yeah, there's lots of other people you can follow, like different tutorials you can follow to get like a nice looking UI, but this is just the one we're going to use for the example. Background color, screen color. Then we're going to make it a little darker. Yeah, I like that. Honestly, that's nice. I'm going to make it a little smaller though on the sides. Okay, we're going to make the text say sword. Okay, and then we are going to duplicate it. And then we're going to make the text say gun. And then we're going to, or actually rather pistol. And then we're going to rename it to, oh, whoops. Name it to buy pistol button. Okay, and actually we should probably list the price of these as well. So text, price, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make the price for the sword, I'll make it 50, and then I'll do the same thing for the pistol. So they're both the same price now, and so this is what I'm just going to do for our example, but you can customize it to however you like. So also I'm going to make a open and close feature for this. So inside of the text, this text button, we are going to create a local script, and we are going to say, so for our open and close script, what we are going to say is local frame equals script dot parent dot frame, and then we are going to say script dot parent dot mouse button one click connect function, and then we're going to make it I believe it should just be frame dot visible equals true. Okay, and now we're going to copy this code, and we are now going to actually add one more button to our frame, which is going to be similar to this, but we're going to put it inside of here, and we are going to make it like this big, and we're going to make the text X and then the background color to red. So we got that. And then we're going to make the local script, make this say false, and that's it, to make the button open and close. So yeah, back to the actual tutorial, because I almost forgot to mention to open and close it, but now we're going to make a remote event. So we need a remote event so that the GUI can tell the server when the button is clicked. So we are going to go to replicated storage, and we're going to make two remote events. And one is going to be called by sword, and the other one is going to be called by pistol. So once we have that done, we can actually now know that the buttons will send requests to the server. So these two remote events will handle the purchases. So now we're going to make it inside the frame. Where is that? Oh yes, inside the frame we are going to, let me just close that stuff real quick. Okay, inside the frame we are going to make a local script, and we're going to type this. So local player equals game dot players dot local player local rs, which is short for replicated storage, equals game get service replicated storage. Okay, and then we're gonna say script dot parent dot by sword button dot mouse click about mouse button one click connect function. Okay, we're gonna say rs wait for child by sword fire server. Yeah, and then we're gonna say script.parent.by pistol button dot mouse button one click connect function. Okay, we're just gonna say replicate storage wait for child by pistol. Okay, and then we're gonna say fire server. So this script listens to the button's clicks and sends messages to the server using those remote events that we made earlier. So now we gotta write the server side logic that checks if the player has enough coins to buy the weapon in the first place. So let's close out of this local script, and let's close out of all these scripts in fact, and let's go to server script service, and let's insert a new script. And now let's say this: local replicated storage equals game get service replicated storage local function try by, which is the function name that I'm going to say, player tool name, okay, and then the cost. Local leader stats equals player find, oh, what the heck, equals, oh, equals player find first child leaders, oh, it's gotta be lowercase, leader stats. Okay, and then we say local coins equals leader stats. Oh my god, bro, what? Okay, leader stats and leader stats find first child equals local tool equals replicated storage, find first child, tool name, if coins and coins dot value is greater than or equal to cost and tool, then coins dot value coins dot value minus equals cost local coin wait, no, not local coin, local clone equals tool clone clone dot parent equals player find first child backpack, and then we say replicated storage. Now we say replicated storage dot buy sword dot on server event connect function player. Okay, and now we say try by player sword 50. Okay, and now we're going to say the same thing, the exact same thing, except we're going to say buy pistol. So this script makes sure that the player has enough coins, and then it removes the correct amount and then clones the weapon from the replicated storage to the player's inventory. So now let's test it all. So let's actually go to starter GUI. Let's make this frame invisible. Okay, and let's hit play. Oh, okay, I see my mistake. So because this is for the close button, and there is no script.parent.parent.frame for the close button. So just make sure to delete that. Delete the dot frame, and it should work now. Okay, I think what? Weird. It's tweaking out. Okay, this is getting really weird. It says it's fixed, so I mean it should work. Let me check. Oh, I edited the wrong thing. Okay. So what is this? Oh, this is this. Okay. Dot frame. Don't make the same mistake I did, guys. So now we can enter the game, and actually our data store saved our coins from earlier, and as you can see, we still gain more coins. We can open up the shop, which I gotta fix the GUI later, but basically we can buy a sword. Oh. So I'm gonna real quickly pause the video and fix this. Hey guys, so essentially what I did was I forgot to define the coins, and then also added some tweaks. You can also just copy what's on my screen right here. But basically the main thing that was breaking the code was I said find first child when I should have said wait for child. So yeah, let's run our game. So we can get our coins that we need. And then go to shop, and we can buy a sword and a pistol. And I don't know why this is. I don't know what it did to my base plate. What the heck? Okay, now I, for some reason, can't close the shop. I don't know why. But yeah. Whoa, bro. Yo. I think I might have broken it. Yeah, I'm gonna continue looking. Yeah, bro, I think it broke. I think it's safe to say it broke. So, let me just see what went wrong. I think it's just because of the specific pistol I selected, but yeah, the sword worked perfectly fine. There is a wheel on it that's attached to the ground. It's like anchored. That's why I'm getting sent over here, like no matter what I do. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to actually just change. I'm gonna change starter. I'm gonna go to replicated storage, and I'm just gonna real quickly change the pistol. Let's make it. Well, let's just make it this. Yeah, this looks good. Let's put it here and rename it to the same thing as pistol. So now when I click play and I hit the button, I can buy the pistol. And there we go. It doesn't break the map. There's still there's still like a wheel that's anchored to the ground, which is why I am currently, like, as you can see, I'm just like glitching out. That's totally normal. You can fix that by yourself, but I'm not going to do that for this example. Okay, so actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a challenge. I want you guys to learn. I want you guys to use what you've learned from the last video using data store and use that to apply it to the weapons so that whenever you leave and join, it also saves your weapons. So everyone, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.